For today's Focus Report, and for the very first time on May the 30th this year, a former African head of state stood trial on the continent for crimes against humanity. The former Chadian dictator Hissène Habré was sentenced to life in jail. According to the head of the investigating commission, his brutal regime caused the death of at least 40,000 people. His trial and the geopolitical background of years of impunity in Chad are at the centre of a new documentary by Magali Serre.
Je vous prie de vous asseoir.
C'est la partie civile qui a la parole.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's with great emotion that I stand right now before you in the name of 4,445 victims we've been representing for over 15 years. The emotion that's moving me now is carried by the fact I have the exceptional honor to represent, alongside my fellow lawyers, these thousands of victims of bloody crimes. I have the honor to be a voice for the voiceless, for those who disappeared, the dead, the torture victims, all those who, because of Hissène Habrés' crimes, will never be able to testify here in front of you.
J'appelle Monsieur Hissène Habré au prétoire.
Hissène Habré ne prononcera pas une parole durant les 8 mois d'audience de ce procès. Pas un regard non plus pour la centaine de victimes qui, jour après jour, viendront témoigner à la barre. Le silence buté d'un dictateur qui nie la légitimité de la Cour et récuse ses avocats. Lorsque les policiers l'appréhendent dans sa villa de la capitale sénégalaise, Hissène Habré vivait libre depuis 23 ans, malgré un mandat d'arrêt international à son encontre. En exil au Sénégal depuis la chute de son régime en 1990, plus grand monde ne croyait à son arrestation.
From the moment Hissène Habré was considered the strategic head of state of a key country, there was a tendency for us to close our eyes on his actions. He was so important for the French, but also the Americans, that we let him have free rein. We didn't care what was going on inside his country. From the moment he was told, as long as you keep control over your country, you do what you want, well, how could he not abuse his position?
Des milliers de Tchadiens sont victimes de la férocité de son régime.
During our investigation, we uncovered 7 detention centers in N'Djamena alone. There was the so-called swimming pool prison, the most terrible one. There was also the Bissir Special Brigades prison, the so-called Presidency jailhouse, the Camp of Martyrs. Like a former detainee once said, N'Djamena was just like a vast prison. Mr. President, this tiny cell was only 2.4 cubic meters. And I assure you, when I was thrown in there were already 7 prisoners inside. We had our legs constantly bent in this position. So to keep the blood circulation in our legs flowing to survive, this is what we did. My back to the wall, I would let the fellow prisoner in front of me take a bit of my space. I'd take his right leg on my left shoulder and his left leg on my right shoulder. This would allow him to close his eyes and rest for a few minutes. And when I got tired of this position, I would tap on his leg and we would switch.
Et il prend de même mes jambes.